right, everybody. This is the Insightful Caveman. I'm coming to you from the cave. I've got something a little different for you today. I'm actually going to share with you my personal finance blog, and really, what I want to show you is a something that you can download for free off of there. Now, I don't know if you're like me, uh, where you've had either currently or at some point in the past, you have not handled your finances very well. Um, I just didn't know how. I got married really young, uh, didn't learn these things. So, hence the reason why I'm living in a cave. So, I guess what I want to say is, once you get going and you get a little smarter about your money, life gets easier. So I want to help you do that. Um, I'm not gonna push you to go to my website or anything, but if you want to, there's a resource there that I think most people could use if you don't have something already. So this is my website. It's called mybestfriendthemoneyguy.com, and uh helping you win with money. So on the home page, if you scroll down, you're gonna see a link to my blog, which is right here, but then my mission. And if you scroll down a little bit, financial freedom process, um, talk about Dave Ramsey a little bit, financial health survey, and then we get down to before you do anything else, it's time to get on a rigid written budget. That second, uh, you got the first little paragraph. The second one, it says use my budget form. Might not be apparent that that's a link, but go ahead and click on budget form, and that's going to open up a oop, that's going to open up this page. All right, before we get too far into the good stuff, just want to give you a reminder to like, follow, and share. It shows that you care. And back to the video. That's going to open up this page so you can see the budget form. All right, so let's see. You can see how long ago I posted this. This is about 4 years ago. And so you go ahead and just you want to do a monthly budget. So you're going to put in the start date and end date for the month that you're budgeting for. And then you're gonna come down into this next section where it says income. So what you want to do is before you get paid, before the month starts, uh, you're gonna put down how much you plan to be paid. Uh, and then once you get your money in, then you'll put down the actual. Okay, so let's say that we normally, uh, well, let's go down here first. So this is for your gross income to calculate how much tithing you'd pay if you pay tithing. So let's say that we gross $5,000. Uh our net wages. So this is how much we're going to get after taxes and anything else that's taken out. And we're gonna say that we usually get, let's just go with $4,100. Because Uncle Sam gets theirs, the state gets theirs. If you live in a state with state taxes, and somebody else is getting some of your check too. I don't know who, but I guarantee it. Um, Other income. Let's say you do some contract work and you're expecting $300 for a small job, and so you're expecting a total of a net. Uh, total of $4,400. We're dealing with this amount because that's what you actually see in your bank account. So as the month goes and you get paid, then we'll put in the actuals. So let's say that you worked some overtime at your job, and so you're actually getting, let's go with 4,400. So you made an extra $300. This job came in, you got another $300, and So you can see here where your actual is $300 more, right? Because you had that overtime. That's fine. This is what you're gonna put in before the month starts. This is what you're gonna put in for your actuals. That way you just see, what you actually got. So, so we'll say, uh, if you pay tithing on this stuff, then you're gonna pay tithing on, because you had extra. So let's just say it's 5,300 is your gross. Okay, so when you come down to this next section on the expenses, you'll see that um, based on the amount here, it'll show what you plan to pay for tithing. Now, you're not gonna really put anything into this actual column. You're gonna put it over here to the right. So I'm just gonna show you how it works. We plan for 530, so we write a check for $530 to our church, and we actually paid $530, and it shows up there. So as we go on, we're going to go ahead and fill out this month. I'm just going to show you. It won't take that long, but you should really get kind of a good overview of how this works. So let's say we got to put some money away into our emergency fund. We want to put $400 in there. Um, Retirement fund, yeah, we got to put something in there. College fund, we got some kids, so let's make sure that we put some in there too. All right, got to have a mortgage. Going with 1,200. Home repair and maintenance. There's always something going on. HOA dues. Yeah, we got one of those. 150. Taxes. You know, we pay that in our rolled into our mortgage, so we don't need to add that. But if you do, then there's a spot for it. All right, got to have water. Don't know how much the water costs, but I'm gonna put 30. Pay 120 in our electricity. Some of you guys are paying way more than this, but you know, it's just a demonstration. All right, and we got to have cell phones. Don't know what they cost. Uh, go with $100. Got to have internet because we're working from home. Streaming services. I don't know what you're paying. Maybe you got something that's $20. So the groceries are always going to be relatively high. We know that we're probably going to spend about $500 in groceries, probably $50 on restaurant, no adult clothes, kids need clothes. So we're going to spend 120 on the kids' clothes. Fuel, oh man. All right. Uh let's put $300 toward fuel. We got our oil change last month. We should be good. Car repair and tires. Tires are good. We do we do have an old car and we want to save up for a replacement. So let's go ahead and put $50 a month into that. It's not going to take us too far, but at least we'll have something going towards it. Um, Medication, we have a recurring $30 that we got to pay. We have some medical bills, $200. Um, Insurance, I don't know, maybe pay $35. Maybe it's way more. I have no idea. Home alarm, $40 for a cheapie. Um, and then there's all kinds of other stuff in here. Okay, so everybody, his his and hers pocket money, you're only taking $40 because there's not a lot to go around. Um, Kids commissions, that's what we call it. That's like what do you call that? Do you guys give your kids free money or money for chores? That's what I'm talking about. Allowance. That's what people call it. Yeah. People call allowance. So there's four kids. They each get an allowance of $20 a month. So, so back up. $20 times 4 is 80. Oh boy, those kids are getting rich off of us. They get 80 and we get 80. Hmm. All right, entertainment. We're gonna go to the movies for $50. Hopefully, we can sneak in a cheap matinee. I didn't mean sneak into the movies. That would be wrong. All right, so our income sources are $4,400, and we budgeted $4,515. So, uh, well, I'm sorry, but we got to cut out the education. I mean, sorry, not education, the entertainment. So we're not going to the movies this month. We still are uh, $65 over because we're doing this before the month starts, right? We don't know that we made more money. All right. Oh, I meant to put zero, not delete that completely. Um, let's go back up and see. Um, what are we not going to spend on? You know what? Maybe the kids don't need all those clothes just yet. Maybe we're only gonna. Oh, maybe we're only gonna pay just buy the bare necessities. All right, so we're still over by $5. Where can we trim $5 out of? Well, we don't need to spend 50, we can spend 45. I keep doing that. $45 to restaurants. And really, do we need the restaurant? Probably not. All right, so we gave every dollar a name. We this is called a zero-based budget, and um, you take how much you are going to make, you budget out every penny of it, and you end up with $0. So in your budget, you look around and think, well, if I had to cut something back, I guess I could not put so much money into savings. Um, you know, maybe there's some other things that I can cut out. And then, the streaming services, maybe that has to go. I don't know. I don't know if you can live without that. Um, but then as we go through the month, we're going to fill in this worksheet on the side. All right, on the right hand side. So our emergency fund, we're just going to go ahead and transfer that money over into our savings. Retirement fund, we're going to put a little towards our retirement, put a little towards our kids going to college so we have some educated kids. The mortgage, got to pay that. Don't need to lose our house. All right. We haven't made any repairs on the house, so far that's zero. We're going to pay our HOA dues so we don't get in trouble with them. Haven't gotten the water bill yet, but we got the electricity bill and it was $115 instead of 120. And the gas bill was 31.67. Haven't gotten the phone bill. We paid our internet, it's the same every month. Streaming services, haven't paid that quite yet. Groceries, we have gone to the grocery store and spent 200 of our $500. And you see how this is all just transferring over. So when we go to the grocery store the next time, let's say we just bought a couple things for $30, and then a few days later we went again because we needed something else and we spent $54, and we forgot something that day, so we went back the very same day. We spent $12. It'll keep adding up in this box here. So every trip that you make to the store, every time you get fuel in your car, let's say that you just gassed up and well, now gas is more expensive, but let's say you have an economical car and it's got a small tank, you put $60 in it. Every time you go, you know, it's gonna it's going to add on to that. So that's what the worksheet is for. And as we go through the month, we're gonna pay for things. We're gonna look at our budget. We're gonna make sure we know what things cost. And if we have to make adjustments, then we're gonna make adjustments. Just the way it is. All right. So you can see as the month has gone on that as the month has gone on, you've spent some money. So you had $300 more than you expected. You budgeted for 4,400. So far, you've spent 3,112. And for the remainder of the month, you still have 1,587 and 33 cents um, that need to be paid out in some way. So if you're able to stay on budget with everything, then that extra money, you can just go back up here and go to your emergency fund and you can add in, let's say you had $100 extra. You're going to put that into your emergency fund. We're not rolling it over to the next month. We want to end the month basically at zero. When you get that next paycheck, right? Whatever you had left over from last month, roll it into your savings account. Um, Stay close to your budget, but um, if you have any over at the end of the month, don't just leave it there. I'm just telling you, this can accelerate. This can accelerate your savings quite a bit because as long as you don't have to touch your savings account, you're gonna win. You're gonna win way quicker. The more you touch your savings account, the harder it's gonna be. So sorry, I got a dry throat. All right, so anyway, that's the budget and the budget calculation form. If you make more money than this, good for you. If you make less, then you gotta cinch the belt down tighter. That's just kind of the way it is. But this is how to run a monthly budget. So I wanted to just go through that, and this is a resource that you can download. Um, you can I'm just using this on a Chromebook right now, so it's just on Google Sheets, and um, you can do it into Excel. All right, so that is mybestfriendthemoneyguy.com. You're just going to be on the home page, scroll down till you see budget worksheet, and and that's it. You can walk through it yourself if you need to. You can go back and watch this video and use this as a resource. If you have friends that struggle with money, or they talk about just not having enough and not knowing how to budget and having debt, uh, go ahead and send them to my website. Uh, there's nothing that you have to pay for there. It's just kind of a blog with advice. And this resource, if they go through the homepage and just go down, there's a couple other resources there, and kind of a plan to help get their financial life in order. So that's pretty much it. Uh, so I'd appreciate it if you like this video, um, subscribe to the Insightful Caveman on YouTube. Um, you can follow the blog if you want to, mybestfriendthemoneyguy.com. And I haven't posted there in a long time, but I'm gonna start. I've been writing, and so I've got a few things that I'm probably gonna be posting in the next couple weeks. So that's it. All right, like, follow, share, and take care. Thank you.